Hello and welcome to another episode of Miners of the Nexus.
Hello there.
Hello.
Hi. Hi.
We are currently at the Services Island and we are in a cafeteria area, a little patio cafeteria area that Dengonzo did to fill up some space next to the metro.
It's a kiosk.
It's a kiosk so that people...
Sells ice cream.
Ice creams and sweets and stuff and soft drinks and coffees.
Let's just get on with it, shall we?
So what we're going to be building today is a power station, and I think this is the last thing that needs to be built in the whole of Huevolton. Am I right?
No, you're wrong.
No, you're wrong. This is the last bit in this island. All the other spaces have been filled. So.
Yeah, so this will be the third complete island, and we have one more island to complete, which should be at least one more building.
Yeah.
Not decided on it yet, but I was thinking a guild, maybe, for the Miners of the Nexus.
Perhaps. Back to today's build, we'll be building this power station, clean energy, that's radioactive energy, clean as long as it doesn't burst and explode and everyone turns into mutants. And Bardock Germs is going to be building the chimney here with Tapion.
It's not a chimney, it's a cooling tower.
Cooling tower. Then Gonzo is going to be building a dome thing where the water
No.
is stored.
No. This is the nuclear reactor. What I'm going to build here.
The nuclear reactor, and I'll be building a building that will house this generator over here. I'll start building this building. I'll get back to you guys. I've done the base of this building using this chiseled sandstone. I think it's called
Full shizzle.
Full
shizzle
sandstone. I want to do a tier. I sort of tier the building with different color at the top and this
like
color at the bottom. Yeah,
like a sad building.
sad house. But I don't know what material to use for the top, so I'm just testing out materials and maybe thinking of doing something different for the roof as well. Just playing with ideas in my head, and I'll try a few out and hopefully it ends up looking good. So I'll carry on with that. You guys doing good?
I guess. Still trying to decide on the height of this thing, but we have to base it on Dengonzo's dome thing. We don't want it to be much shorter, so...
Yeah, I'd still do it higher. Is that what you're getting to?
Yeah.
This height here?
No, the second bit, the little protrusion up there.
So one higher only?
2.
Yeah, I think I'd personally do it higher, but... it's up to you guys. So we'll get back to you with progress. Okay, so I've done this two-tiered building here. The bottom, as I said, chiseled sandstone, and the top is nether brick. I sort of like how it looks, but I haven't asked anyone for their opinion, so I'm just rolling with it. Now I'm trying to do a slanted roof here, and it will end here, and the rest will be flat. So let's see how that looks when I'm done. Over here, then Gonzo is coming along nicely with his cool thingy. I don't remember what it was called.
Containment building.
Containment building.
The reactor.
That's where the actual...
reactor is stored. It's contained. So it's going smoothly, I hope, Tengonzo?
Yeah. It's going okay. I'm surprised, but it is.
He's doing a dome right now. And over here...
we're working on the cooling vent. Cooling tower.
Cooling tower.
Almost done, actually. Just putting on the final ridge. And once that is done, we'll have to work on the inside. The inside is going to be pretty simple. I'll actually start on it now if you like, because it's just going to be water. And let me just get my bucket. So you see this red thing here? It won't be. Are you recording?
Yep.
Me?
So it's
So, yeah, I'm
all
not gonna-
filled with water.
Yeah, all this will be filled with water, and if you follow down into here, this outlet here, on the outside, you're gonna have to go. Not big enough to... There needs to be a cool water intake, a cool water source, which if you follow it all the way down, as you can see, there's going to be a pump house down there. So the water's going to be pulled out from the
ocean.
From the ocean, it's going to be pumped up all the way into our power station. That water will go into the cooling tower. I think correct me if I'm wrong, but I think the cold water will go from the tower into the turbine.
To the reactor.
Into the reactor.
From the reactor to the turbine.
From the reactor to the turbine, and then back into the pump, where it will be turned into steam. Is that right?
More or less.
When it's done, when everything's done, we'll show you the workings and explain a bit more in detail.
This is pretty high-tech stuff, and we want to keep it realistic, so forgive the technical terms. But here at Miners of the Nexus, we strive for realism.
Well,
here at Miners of the Nexus, we strive for realism.
Apart from the whole flying business.
Exactly. Realism within a limit of
fantasy.
Right, it's done.
Fantasy.
Parameter.
Yeah.
It's done.
Well, you can come down here and help me fill this all in.
Eventually you'll see smoke coming out of that chimney thing. I'll call it a chimney for those of you like me that don't really understand how a power station works and don't remember what it's called, cooling tower.
It's still a chimney technically.
Chim chimney, chim chimney, chim chim chiroo.
I do's what I likes and I likes what I do's.
Chim chimney, chim chimney, chim chim chiree.
A sweep is as lucky as
A little bit of Mary Poppins there.
I'm pretty sure it doesn't go like that. It doesn't go niano niano.
There was a viewer that wanted us to sing more.
I think we sing plenty.
Shockingly.
She can't get enough of our sweet angelic voices.
She must be deaf.
What was the viewer's name?
Well, it's a bit hard to pronounce, and I don't want to get it wrong. Because I don't know about you guys, but when I read somebody's name on YouTube, I usually because they usually have a lot of X's and a lot of weird mix of letters and numbers. So I just,
give them a...
make up. It's DJ X Technatronic.
Oh my god.
You see, so... pretty hard to remember. I was going to say DJ Tech, and that wouldn't have been right, would it?
DJ Cat Show.
DJ Cat is her friend, apparently, who also says we're awesome.
So my building is starting to look like a cake.
Says it all. Says it all. My cake is starting to look like a building.
What type of cake? Black Forest, Gateau?
Sideways, multi-tiered. Meringue top.
Meringue.
Meringue. Is that like a...
Don't say. Don't go there.
Don't go there, girlfriend.
Let's see, your cake.
You go see the cake, let me do the hard work.
Yeah. It looks like a beautiful cake.
Yeah.
The thing is, you can't really see Dangonzo's silo behind your cake.
Yeah, well, that's his problem. Should have done it bigger.
Why are you making such a huge ceiling on it?
Because of the generator, the heat of the generator.
That doesn't look factory-esque at all.
Yes, it does. I've seen many a factory like this before.
Well, it blocks the view. It blocks the look of the place.
Make it smaller then.
Gonzo.
Yeah.
How's it going?
Ooh, like a house on fire. Now it's coming
Going
along
down,
nicely. Yeah, going up, and it's nearly complete. Our thingy bob here. It's nearly done. I'm closing up the last bit here. It should look. I haven't looked at it actually, but hopefully it should be dome-like. That's it.
So the exterior is pretty much complete now.
Yeah.
Perhaps we'll do some design work on it to make it a bit more interesting later. But for now, that is what you see is what you get. Now we have to start working on the interiors. which is always so much fun.
Yeah. The housing of the actual turbine and the generator in there is finished. The outer part or two. Did the roof with grass to keep it like eco-friendly and all that crap.
Are you gonna plant some trees on it?
Nah, I don't think it'll look good.
Well, now I'm going to be building the power core and the steam generators or steam generators. Actually, they're like big boilers, big steam boilers, which will connect to the turbine. I'm just going to build something in here which looks like it, but again, don't expect it to come producing steam.
You have to use the imagination.
We have now finished the power plant, so we're gonna show you a tour and show you how it works as we go along. The first place we're going to is a reactor, so follow us. Here we are at the reactor, and I think Dengonzo or Bardock Jones is gonna explain a bit how this works.
I think Dengonzo is the one. Why is there a hole here? Isn't that dangerous?
I need to make that hole.
It's a bit
Yes,
dangerous.
Just to show you the nuclear core in there.
So that's a nuclear core, yeah?
Yeah, basically this is the reactor. This is the fuel of the actual power station. Once you have a reactor, the fusion going, you don't need any more fuel. You don't need like in other power stations like diesel or anything. This is the only fuel. At the side you have the steam generators, which are these things on the side. It looks like a
Chicken head.
Chicken head. Those are the steam generators. So those tubes coming out, the steam is superheated, and it travels towards the next place, the next pot of coal, which would be the steam turbine. If we go out this way now.
Okay.
I picked this up inside. I hope it isn't important. I've got like a yellow rod thing.
Yeah, I think that's the whole reactor thing.
You're contaminated now.
Whoops.
Oh no.
Now Rastral is contaminated.
Damn you.
Do you think we'll get superpowers?
Hopefully.
I won't be affected. I'm an orc. We thrive on radiation.
Uranium.
Yeah, we eat uranium.
So the next part then.
The next part would be the turbine.
The turbine is housed in this big building over here,
Yeah.
along with the generator. So the turbine first.
The turbine is basically a motor which is run with steam, from the steam that we get from the reactor. It turns. It has a circular motion. It turns this spindle over here. This big spindle, black spindle, going through the wall, and turns the generator, which is again a motor, but an electrical motor, on reverse. So when it turns, it produces electricity at very high voltages. On this side, you see the cables coming out, which will go to our next pot of coal,
Which
would
is
be the step-down transformer.
so
Because the voltage is so high, we need to step it down to take it to the residence. Basically, I won't go into too much technical detail, but basically the power coming out of the generator is very high, so we step it down here to make it available to consumers. And this is the generator, and the cables now go underground to the different islands.
So that is
Sorry. You go ahead.
That's how Huevolton is powered.
Yes.
The
With a single reactor, we are powering the whole of
Huevolton.
Huevolton.
The Chaka Khan's
Yeah.
Chaka Korum was powered with lava. This
Yeah.
is powered with nuclear energy.
Yeah, this is produces
Safe.
around 100 megawatts.
Gigawatts.
Megawatts.
So what I was going to say was, in layman's terms, the power in that house over there is the equivalent of bajillion creepers exploding at once.
Yeah.
And it goes through these cables and it becomes the power of maybe like 10 creepers.
Okay, so there's one other item or one other item where all this heat that is generated has to be cooled down somehow. And what we do is that water is circulated through the steam generator, through the turbines, and into this cooling tower. It's basically it's like an air conditioning.
Yeah, so if we go down here to where it all begins, which is this tube down there, as you can see. Well, there's no point going down there. But the water is sucked out from the lake.
Right.
And in this case, it's raining too. So let me just take the rain off. It will be sucked up and it would go into the basin, the water basin. The cold water, it will go inside. Let's go inside. This is the maintenance entrance. So this all runs by itself. We don't really need to access here. The workers would enter here. And as you can see, we have a safety hatch. So if you go down in here, this is where the water from the lake at the bottom will be pulled up into this basin. Then from the basin, it would be pumped out through this tube that you can see here. See this tube?
Yep.
The hot water would come back out through this tube, go into this cooler thing here that we made.
Yeah, the water is condensed.
Or whatever, and it would fly up out of this chimney.
So what you're seeing here is not smoke, because this power station is clean. It just produces steam.
This is a pump station, a petrol station, but instead of petrol, electrical station, where you come with your cars and charge them. Is that right?
Yep.
So you'd come with a car here, docked by here. Obviously, remember they are hovering cars here in Huevolton. So you dock here, charge it up, and move right along around this way, and you pay over here. Thank you, and you fly out again. You hover on out.
We don't take any cash. You have to have a special card.
Special
Credit.
card.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mentula card.
And that is it. Our power station finished. Hope you like it. Hope you enjoy it. Remember to comment. Remember to subscribe. And we hope to see you around and hear from you. So goodbye.
Goodbye.
Bye-bye. If you don't understand anything of what we explained, Google it.